Welcome to Westercon and our limited engagement special guest. Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. I'm glad you're all here. I hope you're having a very good time. Because you know what? You gotta have some good shoes around here because it's 1 full of money, 2 full of show, 3 to get ready. Now go, can't go, don't you? Step on my blue suede shoe. Now you can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoe. Now you can knock me down, step on my face, writing my name all over the place. Do anything you wanna do, but honey, lay off of them shoes, don't you? Step on blue suede shoe. Now you can do anything but lay off of my blue suede shoes. Let's put that guitar solo in there. Everyone who carries a guitar, stand up there. I want to see you dancing around. I'm gonna give it everything I got. A lady loves please let the night stay hot. All one of should have said it with every shot, but Viva Las Vegas, Viva Las Vegas, Viva Las Vegas, Viva, Viva Las Vegas. Come on, those just dancing in the aisle. There. Thank you very much. I hope you all enjoy your time here. Just remember before, I got to get back to the strip, but just remember one major thing. Remember, whatever happens in Vegas,
Stays in Vegas.
no, it ends up on YouTube, so y'all be careful. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to bring out the chairman of the board, my man himself, Mr. James, the Colonel Daugherty. Give it up for the man.
Hello there and welcome to Las Vegas, everybody.
Thank you.
Now, how do you follow that? We want to welcome you all to Las Vegas, which we consider to be the most science fiction. Where was I?
It's Vegas, James.
What happens in Vegas? Anyway, it's always good to see you all. And I consider, Westercon to be, a party for a few hundred of my closest friends. And do want to thank you all for coming here, but also would like to take a moment for one of our fans who was en route but did not make it to the convention. Bert Carlson died in a fatal automobile crash in coming down for the convention. And I would like to do a moment of silence for her, just as we're family here. Please. Okay, thank you, Bert. We are with you. Westercons have a policy of honoring a writer from the West whom we consider to be exemplary. At this Westercon, we feel very fortunate to have Kage Baker as our writer guest of honor. So step up, Kage, you're in good company.
I'll try to keep this brief and not drag it out over 8 books. I'd like to thank Jim and Catherine and everybody else for inviting me to this extraordinary city. What a hallucination. I'd been through Vegas before, but only in the middle of the night and at extremely high speed. On a late flight from Boston, and they were holding the plane, and I'm afraid I hip chucked somebody, barreling across the airport right into their slot machine. Sorry. This has been extraordinarily productive for me so far. I hope it has for you. I just won $20 on the Zeus slot machine. Penny slot, parlayed $1. And I just got an idea for a story that I'm supposed to deliver to Gardner in Dezois in October. And I had no clue what I was going to write, and I just came up with the whole thing in the chair out there. So this is great. I'm having a lovely time, and I hope the rest of you have a lovely time. Thank you again.
Okay, thank you, Kage. Thank you. Now, science fiction and fantasy is not just about words. It's also about vision and the visual arts. So we also have an artist guest of honor, one of our local expertises in the art, Lubov.
Well, thank you for having me here. Thank you for this great honor. I, for personal reasons, disappeared from the scene for a few years. So Westercon is a comeback, and it's a great comeback. Great to see some of the familiar faces, and look forward to partying with you all this weekend.
And we're expecting a hell of a party now. And we could not run these conventions or even think about running them without the fans. Let me introduce to you our fan guest of honor, Milt Stevens.
This may come as difficult for you to believe, but when I was a kid, I wanted to grow up to be a science fiction fan. Well, it all started when my father used to bring home all sorts of pulp magazines, mysteries and westerns, but somehow it was the ones with the brass broad babes on the covers that fascinated me. Of course, the spaceships and the bug-eyed monsters were sort of, interesting too. But at first, all I could do was look at the pictures because I didn't know how to read yet. And I kept bugging my mother to read the science fiction magazines to me, but she finally decided it'd be easier to teach me how to read instead. And whatever you can say about science fiction, it sure beat the heck out of dumb old Dick and Jane. And by the time I was 10 years old, I was well on my way to, total deterioration, really. I was reading science fiction regularly, and I met my first fan. And he was the stepfather of a friend of mine in 5th grade, and he was what we would now call the president of the Losfus. And I had been reading about fandom in the science fiction magazines of the times, which had fan columns, but they almost seemed like part of the fiction, same magazine, just about fans. But he, could see I was really interested in science fiction and said, well, maybe we ought to take you to a Losfus meeting sometime, but you might find the group a little immature. And, well, maybe that should have discouraged me, but it didn't. I didn't get to the Losfus meeting then, but I graduated from high school, and the next week I went down and joined Losfus, and that was 48 years ago, and I'm still a member. And it's been a lot of fun over the years, and I don't know, if someone were to come up and offer me $1 billion in exchange for my fan career, Well, I try not to become hysterical because you could have a lot of fun with $1 billion too. So, yeah, but nobody has actually been in a position to offer me anything realistic that I'd trade for my fan career. And yeah, it's been a lot of fun. Thank you.
And thank you, Mel. Folks, I really, really love Las Vegas. When you drive into Las Vegas, it's the only city in the world that has a sign that says, fabulous. And when you fly into Las Vegas, it's the only place I know of where the flight attendant says, good luck. So I want to say to you all, have a fabulous time and good luck. Thank you for coming here.